So I know the stick had changed during the initial review. That's because I originally did some of the review, and then I wanted to modify it to how I like my sticks, and particularly I wanted to use the Silent Sama buttons inside the stick. So I took out the original. I took the housings of the buttons and the button piece itself and swapped them with some pink buttons I had and silencer pads, so you guys can hear the difference. Overall, build quality of the stick is very solid. I give it 5 out of 5. And the ability to modify, 4.5 5 out of 5, only because of that one screw. Once you take it out and you have access to the internals whenever you need to, 5 out of 5 there. And for most events, if something happens and you have to replace your joystick, most vendors have a screwdriver around, so you'll be able to switch out the JLF to a Hori Hayabusa, Saimitsu stick, whatever you want to use inside of here. Play-wise, great. Works great. I mean, it's an arcade stick, does what it needs to. You have access to all the buttons. You have a touchpad, which is huge with a lot of games, because like Guilty Gear and even Street Fighter V, if you want to reset your training mode, you have to push the touchpad. So it's very vital to be on any arcade stick now. It takes a little bit getting used to since there's no buttons on the back, because that's where the cord holder is, which is a great feature. You don't have to deal with doors opening or possibly breaking off, which really sucks when that happens. So I think that's great. In terms of art modifications, there's 7 holes up here, which I believe you have to take these little plastic taps off of to be able to access the screw holes that hold the panel in. And when you do that, you're going to have to be able to remove the buttons. And the arcade stick, you're going to have to take it off. For me, since I have the link, I just do that and it's off. And the other question was, how do I feel comparing it to other PlayStation 4 sticks? And it's really hard to say how I feel, because when it comes out to the arcade stick, this is all that really matters, is the 6 buttons, 2 more if it's something like this, and the arcade stick. At the price point of $300, you're basically, it's a pay for what you get. You're paying $300, you're getting a solid product. It's, it's not light at all. You're gonna feel the weight, and it's not gonna shift around. I mean, due to the non-slip pads on the bottom, but it still does not shift around when you're playing. When you push the buttons, it doesn't feel hollow. I know when I played on HRAP 4s, the Kuro Hayabusa arcade stick by Hori, when you push the buttons, it's like playing on the HRAP. It just feels hollow. The same thing even for the TE2, because there's all that space inside. You're still pressing it. It sounds hollow. This does not sound hollow, and partially is that's how it's built, because it's a giant metal panel. Like, this whole thing is metal. There's a plastic underside, but again, metal. I guess if we class the stick in like a tier class, I would say super heavyweight or ultra premium, whichever one you want to use. It would be in the same class as these Hori VLX, the Vulix ones. They're like that big. I would show mine, but it's currently disassembled. That big, and it's like playing on the actual arcade board. Those two are definitely the super heavyweight sticks, along with last generation's Mad Catz VS. There is also the QANBA Obsidian and the Razer Panthera and the Mad Catz TE2 Plus. Those would be in the premium class, so that would be below this and the Vulix. In terms of future modding, though, I think I had more. No, comparing to other sticks, I'm transferring over to this. I did use a Mad Catz VS, which I'm still going to hold on to, because there's a lot of modifications there, LED mods. I put a Pokken board in there for whatever reason back in the day. It's got the Brook board in it as well, so it's a great travel stick. It's a great secondary stick too. And the buttons I have in there are the MX buttons, so I've either got to transfer those over or pick up a new set for this stick, which I'm eventually going to do, because I just like the way those buttons feel more. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, or send me a message on Twitter @/5150. So yeah, thanks again you guys for watching. Please subscribe and follow for more content. If you ever see me playing Street Fighter 5 on stream and it's not a lobby, you guys can ask me questions because I will 95% be using this stick.